Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's Weekly Live, Relationship Communications Weekly Live. I'm Lisa DeToffel, your host, and today we're going to talk about your email list being a pot of gold. Okay. But before we dive into our topic, Relationship Connections is a tactical and practical show. The Weekly Live is a tactical and practical show that we do every week at same time, same place, every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So I hope that you'll put that on your calendar so you can make a point to join us every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. We are sponsored by Tiger Eye Solution. And at Tiger Eye Solution, we work with speakers, coaches, and professionals to help them grow their business. Tiger Eye Solution is my virtual assistant business, and it does sponsor this Weekly Live and the Relationship Communications Facebook group. So, we help those professionals with tasks they don't like to do, don't have time to do, or maybe don't know how to do, so that they can focus more on being the CEO and do what they love to do within their business. And we do this all virtually and in our online communities. So before we dive into our topic for today, I do want to talk a little bit about myself and introduce myself. We do have some new people in the group that may have not heard my story as of yet, so I do want to share that. And if you are watching us on a different platform besides in the Facebook group, like maybe possibly on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can be notified every time that we do go live. So I know a lot of people are thinking about, the next quarter of 2023, right? We're almost at the very end of the first quarter of 2023. Wow, time flies, right? So I also want to invite you to our networking mixer. I know you may be wanting to make the most of your networking efforts as we move forward in 2023. And Relationship Communications has a monthly networking mixer. And our next one is next week, March 28th at 2 p.m. Eastern. I do want to announce as well that we are going to do bi-monthly, we'll still do the monthly meetings. However, we're going to change the time. This particular meeting is going to be at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. Next month in April, we're going to be doing it at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I know some of you may or may not be available during daytime hours. Therefore, I will alternate and do one in the afternoons and one in the evenings so that more people may be able to attend, whatever time works best for your schedule. Okay. So let me go ahead and introduce myself. This was me about almost 5 years ago. Wow. As a preschool teacher. I was a preschool teacher for over 25 years. And don't get me wrong, I loved my time in the classroom with the kids. I really did. I learned, I think, just as much from them as they learned from me. But what I also did while working in the classroom with those children is build relationships. Because each child learns differently, right? So in order for myself and the other teacher, you see another teacher here as well. There was two of us. In order for us to be able to teach and help each child move forward in their education journey properly, we have to get to know them and figure out exactly what way they learn, right? And in order to do that, we have to get to know them. We have to build that relationship, and we have to build the know, like, and trust, because they have to trust us, right, in order to learn what we're trying to teach them. And don't get me wrong, they shared a lot of stuff just as good as we shared a lot of stuff. So, yes. Hello, Lachelle. Thank you for joining me today. Glad to have you. So, yes, this was me about 4.5, 5 years ago in the classroom with the little ones. However, in 2018 is when I realized there was something more out there for me. And I took some training, and that's when Tiger Eye Solution was born. So, started building those relationships, right? From 2018 to present, I've built a lot of relationships, right, on the professional level. So, And of course, back in 2020, when the pandemic hit, a lot of different professionals started moving into the online space. And so I wanted to offer them more. Yes, I was had a specific skill set and a niche area. However, I knew there was more I could offer them. So I decided to build a team for Tiger Eye Solution. We currently have 10 virtual assistants on the Tiger Eye Solution team. We all kind of specialize in something different. So some of those services that you see that Tiger Eye Solution provides, I may or may not do them myself. However, I do have some great team members, and they are really, really good at what they do. We all are. So 2021 is when I actually built that team. And like I said, we have 10 virtual assistants on the Tiger Eye Solution team currently. And then, of course, this is my why, my family. My husband, Jeff, my 3 children, Caleb, Matthew, and Alyssa. Caleb and his wife, Abby, of course, just made us grandparents of these cute little twins you see here. JP and Hattie are my 2 twin grandchildren, and I actually got to spend some time with them yesterday. So we are super excited about our family growing, and look forward to, of course, what is still to come in the future, right? But this is my why. This is why I get up and do what I do every single day, is my family. Caleb's firefighter. Abby's a special eds teacher at a local high school. Matthew graduated college in 2021, and he is enjoying his career. And Alyssa is a sophomore in high school. So, yeah, they all are taking different paths, but they're being the best of what they can be, right? And that's all I can ask. But this is my why, and why I get up and do everything that I do every day. Thank you, Lachelle. Yes, building relationships is so, so important. And thank you. Yes, I think the babies are adorable as well. Could spend every day with them if it was possible, but I take the time that I can get. All right, so today we're going to talk about your email list being a pot of gold. And I will let you know this is a 2-part topic. So today I will cover the first part of this topic, and then next week the second part will be how to grow your list. Okay, so your email list is your pot of gold. How true is that, right? And you can build it in different ways. Really, you can, and you can reach out to those that are on your list in different ways as well. So when you first start your business, of course, you need to start your email list, right? And, so in the very beginning, you're not going to have a whole lot of people on your list, but that does not mean you don't start sending information or content out to those. Say you have, 50 people, excuse me, on your list. In the very beginning, I got a scratch in my throat. I apologize for that. Okay, say you start your business and you only have about 50 people on your email list. Okay, that's a great start, right? That's just your starting point. Don't let that discourage you, because as you move forward in your business grows, your email list grows too, okay? So, and of course, for myself, being in business for almost 5 years, I have a healthy email list, right? So it takes time to get to 1,200 or 1,500. You may or may not set a goal number, but even to reach that specific number, it takes time. Okay. So, with me being in business for almost 5 years, I have a healthy email list, and I have created lots of content that I have shared with that list, whether it's in a newsletter, through my podcast, through these weekly live videos. There's various different ways that you can share content with your list. And you don't want to just limit the content that you share as being all about your business and what you got going on. Okay, yes, you may be doing this event on March 31st, or you may have a special announcement that you're going to do a video for, etc. You don't want to make it all about just you and your business. You want to also give a little bit as well in some of that content. So just like these weekly lives, this is not paid information. You don't have to pay to attend my weekly lives, right? I do these for free. I share a lot of information on different topics, and it's information that is free to you. You can take it and do what you will with it or what you want with it, just like this week and next week, we're learning how to build our email list, which is so important. So, and in the beginning too, when you're just starting out and starting to grow that email list, you don't really understand the power of having the email list, because it really is valuable, guys. Okay. You may not realize it at first, but I promise it's really, really valuable. In the beginning, you can announce your business to your list. Okay. If you're just starting your business, you can say, I'm Lisa DeToffel, and I'm starting a virtual assistant business called Tigereye Solution. Something as simple as that. I mean, of course, you may want to include other things in that newsletter as you are announcing the beginning or the starting of your business. But that's one thing that you can do. You can also send invites, just like I invite you guys, right, to this weekly live every week. I'm always inviting you to networking meetings that I might attend. I'm always posting that kind of stuff in the Facebook group. If you're a member of that Facebook group, you can do the same. If you have an event coming up, or if you're going to a specific networking event and you want to invite other people, by all means, post it in the Facebook group. Or if you have an event coming up, like I said, I invite you guys to these weekly lives every week. I invited you guys to a podcast that I was on recently. I'm also going to be in a summit real soon. So I'll be attending. If you're a part of different groups or different activities or events, you can post that in the Facebook group and invite other people to attend or be your guest, or whatever the case. So in the beginning, you want to just start out by reaching out to all the people that you know. Families, friends, professional relationships, whomever. If you're just moving out of, say, the corporate world, okay, you still have connections, professional connections from your corporate job, right? If you're just moving out of corporate and into entrepreneurship or just starting your business, you still have connections that you can reach out to. And you just want to reach out and ask them, do you mind if I put you on my email list? Or when you have coffee chats, we talk about coffee chats here in the group a lot. So when you're having those coffee chats at the end of the conversation, just ask them, do you mind if I add you to my email list? That way you can stay informed on everything that I have going on within my business. Because in that newsletter is where you're going to put all the juice, okay? All the things. As you move forward, yes, in the very beginning, the first one you send out, you want to introduce your business. But, the next one you send out, you may want to say, I attend Lisa's weekly live every Friday morning. I would like to invite you to join me. She really has some good tips and things that she shares about different topics. You might want to listen in, right? Anything to that effect. And that's how you grow your business, basically, is like adding one person at a time, right? You go back to all those acquaintances you had in corporate or family or whomever, get their permission and add them to your list, okay? And then as you are having coffee chats and meeting new people, you will also want to ask them if it's okay with them for you to put them on your email list as well, or your newsletter list. I highly advise, if you do not have a newsletter that you send out once a month, twice a month, ever how many times a month you want to send it. Some people do it bi-monthly, monthly, and weekly. So it really just is based upon your business and how much new content that you have that you could share. Because every time you send a newsletter out, right, you want to put new content in it. So I send mine out bi-monthly. It goes out twice a month. If you want to do it once a month, the first of the month or the middle of the month, whatever works best for you. But you definitely want to be sending out a newsletter to keep you and your business top of mind, number one, and to keep those on your list informed of what you have going on within your business. Okay? All right. And your email list is more than just a list, okay? It's also about cultivating relationships or building those relationships, because once they agree, you do have to get their permission first to put them on your list. But once they agree and you put them on your email list, you can start cultivating or building that relationship more so than just through the coffee chat or through, okay, y'all had a professional relationship when you're in corporate, but now you're not in corporate anymore. You have left corporate and went out on your own and started your own business, right? So you will no longer be interacting on a regular basis with those relationships you had in corporate. This is the perfect way to continue those relationships, is by getting them on your email list and sending out your newsletter to them or cultivating those relationships, okay? Because cultivating and staying in touch is going to help keep you top of mind with those on your list, okay? And like I said before, building your list, it does take effort. It takes a little time and it takes effort. But imagine after you do reach 1,200, 1,500 people on your list, and like I said, that does take time to get to that point, okay? And you send a newsletter out about your business or about something new you're going to start offering in your business, okay? And it hitting 1,200 people's inbox. 1,200 people who know you and they like you, and you're hitting their inbox with some valuable content, valuable information, right? It's like you're sending them a gift, because basically you are. Every time you send out that newsletter and it has that valuable content in it, you're sending them a gift. I mean, you could include articles in your newsletter, an article about maybe a service or a product that you provide or have in your business, how it could be helpful to them. And of course, like I said before, events that you have coming up or that you're going to be a part of, all that can be included in a newsletter, okay? And then you also kind of want to keep them warm. So if you're thinking you need this email list for sales, sales is the results you'll get from having this list and sending out regular newsletters or regular emails, okay? But it's not the why. Okay. Yes, you are looking for those sales. You're looking for those new clients and customers. Yes, we all are. Right? But that's the result you're going to get over time. But your why is you cultivating and building those relationships. Because staying in touch with people who may or may not need or agree to work with you, okay? They may not need what you have to offer. They may not have a purpose or a reason to work with you, but they know people who they can refer to you, okay? And Lachelle's here today, and she just sent me a referral earlier today, so thank you for that, Lachelle. That's how referrals work. Me and Lachelle have known each other for a while, okay? And she met someone that she thought could benefit from what I have to offer. So she referred them to me. And I look forward to having a conversation with them. All right, here's an example. Two women are having coffee at a coffee shop, okay? And one of them says, I need a new hairdresser. Now, I've just moved to town recently, and I have not found me a hairdresser, but I definitely need to go get my hair cut, okay? And what's the other person going to do? they're going to recommend or refer them to the hairdresser that they use. I use Sally at Great Cuts, whatever the name of the place is. You should go try her out. I think you'll love her. She does a really good job with my hair. So yes, they're going to refer that person that's looking for a new hairdresser to the exact one that they use, right? So the same thing happens with those people that's on your email list that may or may not need what you have to offer. But then they're having a conversation with someone that might need what you have to offer, and they're going to refer that person to you, right? That's how it happens. Okay? Or they know someone, having a conversation, and someone says, my email box is such a mess, and I really just don't have the time to get it cleaned up. Or they're sharing some kind of specific thing that they need, in their online business. And then they ask, do you know anyone that knows how to clean up an email inbox? Yes, let me introduce you to Lisa. And that's how it happens. Just in regular conversations, you learn that somebody has a need, and you know someone else that can meet that need for them, right? Okay. So that's one of the reasons you want to cultivate and build those relationships with everyone you know. Okay? Because they're going to get to know you better, get to know more about what you do and how you do what you do within your business, how you help your clients and customers, what you provide for them. And then when they're having those just normal, regular coffee chat conversations, and they learn that John Doe needs his email inbox cleaned out, they're going to say, you need to talk to Lisa. She can help you with that. Right? Thank you so much, Lachelle, for being here with me today. I'm so glad you were able to join. Again, this is a part 2 topic. So this was part 1 today about your email list being your pot of gold. We're going to continue talking about that next week and learn how to actually build your email list, okay, or how to grow it, and a little bit more specifics around how to do that, okay? So if you have any questions about anything I shared today, please put it in the comments below. And again, go ahead and mark your calendar. Every Friday morning at 10 a.m. is when I go live. Until next week, I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I'll talk to you again soon.